time.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
To throw, it's yours. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Golden. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. With the catch, it's Blue. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. To the air, it's yours. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And they'll set up with PAT. And it's good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And Looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. The shotgun handoff here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking right. This one caught. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And this one will be fair caught. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Can he take it all the way? Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. The Longhorns will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and take it. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That run moves the ball across the 35.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. Escapes the pocket. Football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receiver is usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The offense going with the hurry up.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Helm. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. This is the 6th play on the drive. Dropping back, it's Ewers. The pass rush closing in. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on 1st and goal, and you throw it. Oh, why not run the football right there?
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Gives it to the back. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to throw. It's Milroe. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
He's going to take off here. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
And now the important PAT to make it a 3-point lead. Extra point up and good. They go up by a field goal here in the final minutes. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Bond. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 2nd down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Longhorns. They go in front in the final minute of play.
You talk about a big stage and big-time pressure and then delivering. That's what this running back just did to be able to give them this 3-point lead. And if you're smart, you just kick the extra point. That forces your opponent to have to go down and score a touchdown to win the game.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Running out of time in the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring out 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
They stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 4th down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Escapes the sack. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you saved this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter, game on the line, and you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not, and that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 30 now, fighting off the tackler. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. They fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's more consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.